Supposedly there's 55 people in this account. The other night I posted, what is it? The topmost video, the one that says heart. And I posted the 7 Club one. And I think probably after leaving them online for, I think it was 15 minutes to a half an hour, nobody had seen them, which is fine. And I made them private because each one of these teaches you something else that you do not, it teaches you something you don't find online. While I was highlighting superficial shit, forgot that I'm trying to do my best not to teach you things. The cool stuff, the neat stuff, the stuff that you're not going to come by otherwise. Based on what history fucking reflects. And this is why people are grumpy with me, why they keep coming back. But they don't do what I've asked. They aren't thinking for themselves. They're not putting in the fucking time. Most people aren't taking notes. And if it doesn't pop up in your feed, usually you won't see it. So the chances are you probably won't hear me say this. And or you've already heard me say it before and you didn't care then. It's a fucking joke. Posted a 1-minute video. And supposedly there was 22 views or, 20 bots and maybe 2 humans saw it. Which is a problem because bots should have no place interacting with man whatsoever, but it's another thing we haven't done that we should have done and we're not about to do because people aren't willing to do the right thing. If that wasn't painfully fucking obvious. But to most of you, it probably isn't. Yeah. I was just ranting on, just blowing off steam with they just released that second installment in the cash grab series of the rebooted Dune. And spoilers, I wonder if it's still sitting here. It is. Yeah. These guys are milking it. The heavy spoilers show, which, I mean, that's their bag, I suppose. But they're gonna wax poetic about the ending of this second installment. So I rattled off, and this reflects on the fact that people are superficial. They're not striving for the best and the brightest. They're not demanding quality storytelling, just like they're not going to demand civil liberties. They're not going to stand up for what is an innate right. And in terms of, digesting pointless fucking entertainment, which by all rights is programming, and in this case, it's in place to talk down to the audience because it's trite shit. But the end of the movie caps off with that talentless hack Zendaya about to jump a giant worm. She's going to ride a giant worm, and then they just roll the credits. And that was the payoff for people sitting through 2 of these extremely long movies, which is shocking to me because most people don't have attention spans anymore. But they were poorly acted. I mean, the people who are cast in this are essentially cardboard cutouts. The main kid he's got to be eating all the right babies because now he's a bargain bin version of Wonka and he's been slapped into so many fucking movies recently and he's a one-note wonder. He is talentless and yet, yeah, it's pretty fucking funny, but most people aren't going to bat a lash. I mean, remember these movies also star Captain fucking Baywatch who... I don't know why he was ever cast in anything other than Baywatch. And the list fucking goes on. Keep in mind, Josh Brolin's in here. He's had a few roles where he's done something with them, but usually he's just Josh Brolin. Usually. And he's only in Hollywood because of nepotism. And again, the list goes on with the casting. And this is just me complaining about a stupid fucking movie. Something in place to distract you and I. In numerous ways, whether you watch this or not. And again, I'm promoting it just by speaking about it. But this is a distraction campaign. Instead of you and I actually working on things that reflect reality that, are the deeper roots, that go somewhere, and we could use in a constructive way to better ourselves and get out from underneath our master's thumb. Instead, there's this. And there's the endless slush pile of fucking shit in fucking YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, or you have so many options to choose from. I mean, this is the bread and circuses thing all over again. But people don't see a problem with this. And or if somebody barks about it, which people aren't doing by and large, when I bark about it, you guys don't care. And or you will dismiss it. Well, it's just a movie, man. It's just based on Frank Herbert's, books. Instead of thinking what was said and things that weren't said in this video, using your brain and reasoning things out. Instead, people are just going to make a bunch of blanket assumptions and or just tune out completely instead of tuning in. I understand this isn't the best message I've ever left online. But these things are irrelevant. And things are getting worse. And they're not going to get better. Unless, the moral majority pulled their head out of their ass, and most people don't think that they have their head up their ass, which is one of the biggest problems out there. They assume that they're smart and they're doing the right fucking thing, which is an absolute joke. You wouldn't believe how many kids online respond to me with, "You think you sound so smart." It's one of those token things. That's what they throw back. "You think you sound so smart." If there was a mirror and a reflection, that doesn't reflect well on them. And essentially, they're calling themselves fucking stupid. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Because whatever they reflected on, how they interpreted the information, they thought it sounded smart. But as always, what the fuck do I know?